Ipindaun-daun, bibili-bili mo, katahan Gina van Hest, ganito ka, ito,
Jason Brown with Laughing Parrot Productions and Sierra Wave Media. You're watching Skippable News, recording from home because of the snowstorm. You know, human sacrifices, dogs and cats living together in mass hysteria. Name the movie. This week's top stories at SierraWave.net are Inyo County EMCC works to resolve rural ambulance crisis in Elantra Cartago. We also sit down and we talked with Elantra Cartago, and that story is coming soon. Keep an eye out for it. Asa Davis, our after-school writer, published his first article on Astorgas. It's called A Business Snippet with Asa Davis. We also, in this episode, sit down with Fire Chief Carrington and Fire Chief Schmidt, reporting on the fires that they worked in Southern California. We complete an interview with Naoimi from C5 Studios. Gina van Hest is back from Mammoth Lakes Chamber of Commerce, and Pastor Limons shares about his book, and of course, what's new at Bishop Twin Theater. Well, since 1996, we are your resource for local news, sports, culture, and right here on Skippable News are the people who shape it. Thanks for watching. Hi, I'm Jason Brown with Laughing Parrot Productions and Sierra Wave Media, and I have the pleasure today to have Chief Carrington from Inyo County and Chief Schmidt from Mono County, and I'm going to let them each tell you what they do for our counties. Take it away, Chief.
So I'm Damon Carrington, Big Pine Fire Chief. I've been chief about 14 years. My role in Inyo County is I'm a OA coordinator for Cal OES Region 6, and our unit number is XIN. And with that, we do the state, if we're running into fire resource problems, we'll do prepositions. They'll call us for single resources. They'll ask for strike teams. And then we've done, 2 years ago when we had high waters, we produced, I think, 4 prepositions for swift water rescue. So there's a lot of resources that are be able to use through Cal OES.
Okay, so Cal OES, are you the one that helps determine then, like, you need a water tender from Bishop Fire, you need this from Lone Pine?
So with that, we deal with South Ops, which is down in Riverside, and they determine what resources are needed. They ask me, and then I'm an Excel spreadsheet like Chief Schmidt does, and we see which resources are available. They tell me what resources are available, then I just go down the list. If we don't have a resource available, we don't send anything at that time. But most of the time, it's water tenders or a Type 3 engine or a Type 6 engine, a littler engine.
Okay, and Chief Schmidt does the same thing so we don't need to re-say it. And anything you want to add to that?
So Dale Schmidt, Chief for Wheeler Crest and Paradise Fire Departments in Mono County, and been doing that about 30 years now. And that, just like my counterpart for Inyo County, Chief Carrington, when South Ops calls and requests stuff, we go down our list of all the departments in Mono County and see what we can help send.
Yeah. Can you guys tell us just about recently the fires that you were on in Southern California, the resources that we provided, and what the situations were like down there?
Good, you go first.
So for recent fires, this fall, we went to the mountain fire in Santa Clarita, and we took a strike team task force of water tenders and engines and went down to that fire. That was in around Thanksgiving time. And then the most recent fires, the Eaton and the Palisades fires, the night that the fires started, we got requests from South Ops in Riverside, which is a multi-agency, Forest Service, CAL FIRE, and BLM, all the agencies. They requested a task force, so we put a task force together from Mono County and a task force together from Inyo County. I took the task force from Inyo County, which had Lone Pine, Independence, Big Pine, Bishop, and Paradise, and we went to the Eaton fire. And then a task force that we put together in Mono County, which had 2 Wheeler Crest, 2 from Mammoth, 1 from White Mountain, which is Benton, and 1 engine and a chief from Antelope Valley up in the north, and they went to the Palisades fire.
What, if you could add to it, one of the things, Chief Carrington, that brought this to my attention to have you guys come in, you just recently got back from being down south. How long was the Big Pine Volunteer Fire Department resources down south.
So like Chief Schmidt said, it was kind of a unique situation this year where we combined Inyo and Mono to form a task force.
They became
one, and then
Okay.
Mono had its own task force.
Okay.
And during the course of this year, Inyo County has teamed up with Mono. If they can't supply 5 engines, we've all be able to supply 1. But this last fire on was the Border 2 fire down in San Diego, and Chief Schmidt had that task force also. So with when we got summoned for the Border 2 incident, we just got back from the Eaton fire.
No break.
No, maybe 5 days break.
But we did a preposition.
Yeah, so the state ended up reaching out to Chief Schmidt and myself and asked if we'd be able to put a preposition together, which with resources in our own community.
What would a preposition be for?
So a preposition is where we staff engines locally throughout the valley in each community. Some communities could have 2, some could have 1, some could have none. It depends which volunteer department's able to do it. I think this last time, more or less, the whole Inyo and Mono counties had engines prepositioned, ready to respond to incidents. This incident, normally prepositions are for local incidents. This last preposition was not really for Inyo and Mono counties. This incident was for Southern California, for the demand of resources that were down on all the fires, and they wanted to make sure they had resources available, because most of the time when we get dispatched from South Ops, there's a huge time delay from 6 to 12 hours by the time we get our orders and get out the door and everything else. With a preposition, they know what resources we have, and they can punch us out the door a lot quicker. And that's what we did with this one. So this last preposition was totally for the LA area for all the wildland fires.
Yeah.
So.
How long were you guys down there again? Because you said you were down and then you went back. How many minutes? Well, it's a long time.
5 days we were down on the Border 2 fire.
Okay. Now, how many from our valley firefighters went down to both the Eaton and the Border fire? Do you have a rough estimate of numbers?
I'd say roughly 4.
So we had 21 on.
21 on each, roughly. Probably 21 on each, roughly.
Okay.
And in this last time, and I know I stated in my Facebook bleep that I really like to thank all the employers.
That's where I was going next.
The employers was a huge asset to us, that they allowed their employees to go down and do this. Without the employers, we wouldn't be able to help support.
Yeah.
And I know Chief Schmidt doesn't take it lightly when we send resources out. We don't send resources out of our communities unless we can still staff and respond to our emergencies in our communities.
Right, because you never know. Like, we could have had a wind blow up here. Well, we did have winds.
Yes.
And we did have fires, but they were able to be put out quickly. But I mean, you never know if something's just. Well, we had it down on the river a few years ago.
Right.
Correct.
Went all the
airport
way,
fire.
went all the way from the airport down to Big Ears down in Big Pine. So yeah, you just never know. Anything else you guys would like to share or add in regards to what you guys do on a regular basis to help combat fire in our communities? And I'm just impressed by the brotherhood of firefighters being there for each other.
So we owe a lot to the fire safe councils in the different communities that we're in. They work with the homeowners to do the brush removal in the communities and get rid of the waste stream of the brush, which helps the firefighters get in and do that type of work. And again, like Chief Carrington said, it's the employers that are allowing the folks to leave. So we take that as basically support from the community when we get those. And then also from the spouses for having the folks out of their homes, out of their normal, with the kids, all that kind of stuff. And we'll do deployments, and it's usually like 14, 16 days that we're gone. This last trip to the border fire, it rained, so we were down there about 5 days. But they can be gone for extended periods of time, and it just really helps. And then the other thing for the community is that we never send engines unless we can verify that we do have the resources here in the community, and we're able to support our communities, because we're here to support the community and provide services to the community, and we don't leave without being able to do that.
Let me ask you a question. You talked about spouses, and I couldn't imagine having a spouse that far away fighting such a dangerous fire that you see all over television.
and they can't like stop and take a phone call. Is there some form of communication from a command post that lets the loved ones know that everything is okay, what they're up to, where they're at?
Yeah, that's a great question. And that we, like Big Pine and ourselves and other departments, we bought iPads for our folks so they can do the face calls to their home. We have extenders on our vehicles so we get better reception, that type of stuff. When we're in the remote areas, there is downtime with our calls, and they need to be able to handle issues at home with the family.
Yeah. Anything you'd like to add, Chief Carrington?
Like Dale said, we can be on 14 to 16 days. This last year, we were up at the Park Fire with Mono County Combined Task Force, and we were up there for 23 days.
Wow.
Up in the Chico area on the Park Fire. So, you know, it can range from a lot of different times and away from the families and the home.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the one thing Chief Schmidt talked about, communications, we ended up buying a Starlink and putting on the top of the fire engine.
Nice.
So they'll be able to communicate with family in different
there.
times, or if they have to get out. Just so some guys and gals understand this, that when these guys work a 24-hour shift, the 24-ish starts at 6 o'clock in the morning and doesn't get off till the 6 o'clock the next morning. But you got to understand, we can't leave that assignment until a relief shows up.
Mm-hmm.
So relief doesn't show up till usually 8 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
By the time you get back to camp, refuel, eat, everything else, you're talking 10, 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Wow.
You get some rest, go to bed, and you start all over again. So a 24-hour shift's roughly going 30 hours, 35 hours plus.
Wow.
So it's a long shift and a long haul.
It's a definite, you guys train for this.
And we do. Chief Schmidt does it too. I know most departments do. Every March we do a wildland training for 5 weeks, and then we do a full-blown Saturday class with CAL FIRE, an 8-hour Saturday class to train for upcoming fires in our area and also to go out. The one thing I got to add is it's impressive that when we have our fires are here, when we have the resources come in, but I've been on 2 assignments and Chief Smith goes as a task force leader, but it's more humbling when you go to somewhere and you go to a camp and there's thank you signs from everybody and food pouring into the camps. And when I was at the Caldor fire, we were eating breakfast at a Denny's and a gentleman was sitting across the way, and we come to find out he bought us our breakfast.
Wow.
Well, we also found out he just lost his house in the Caldor fire.
Oh my God.
So
he lost
it's
his house and bought you.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
it's pretty amazing what people do, and we don't expect it. We try to prepay our meals now so people don't do that for us because we don't expect it. And we don't want that from somebody. So,
Yeah, but I mean, that's incredible though. Lost his house. He's the one and lost the one that should be getting his meal paid, but he paid for yours.
yes.
That's that there's good still in humanity.
Yes.
Well, I appreciate you guys coming in. I'm really proud of every fire department that we have in and throughout our valley and even up into Mono County. We try to go out and highlight the excellence. We don't make it down to Big Pine and stuff, but you guys do amazing jobs. My hat, I'm not going to take it off because my hair will stick up, but my hat's off to you. And we appreciate everything that you do, and you always have an open door to come in here and inform the community of things that maybe they should be doing better around their property, or what they can do to help you guys as firefighters.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, you bet.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, guys. You're watching Skippable News.
And then also for the younger ones, we have our ongoing after-school arts program. So that's every Tuesday and Thursday after school. We have a whole pile of youngsters who come in and get really creative in our space for a 4-week block, and then we take a break, and then we begin another 4-week block again. And it's a great thing for...
How do you fund that?
That is funded. People pay to come along to it, but it's
Okay.
very, very reasonable for the amount of time with an art instructor that you're getting. And we have a sliding scale with all of our prices for our programming. We have a sliding scale, and we invite people to pay what feels most manageable to them. And we really hope that makes it fairly inclusive. We also offer a handful of scholarships. So if anyone is interested in this programming and the cost feels, like a challenge for them, we invite them to reach out to us because we do have some scholarship places that we can offer people to come along
good.
free of cost.
Do you
Yeah.
need donations for the future?
We always need donations for the
It's
future.
kind of
You know,
goes without saying.
we are a nonprofit that is existing in an area where we don't have big foundations and lots of big donors that are throwing money at us. So we're really excited to get any donations that support what we're doing.
I'm Jason Brown with Laughing Parrot Productions and Sierra Wave Media, and we are back this week with Gina van Hest from the Mammoth Lakes Chamber of Commerce. She's the communications manager, and she's got some more really cool events that are coming up in February, and one of them is the Business After Hours, right?
Yeah, that's right, Jason. So our Business After Hours is more of our casual networking, have
Shorts,
a drink.
flip-flops. No, I'm just kidding. Not this time
Maybe
of the year.
not. Maybe not in February. We had a good dosing of, there was a good bit of snow the other day.
Yeah.
So
But
yeah.
casual,
Casual,
laid back,
casual.
yeah.
There's no tie. I mean, nothing in Mammoth is wearing ties
No,
anyway. But
anywhere.
before we had, when we have our power lunches, they're a little more learning and listening and eating. Business After Hours is laid back,
Relax,
chill.
talk to people, hang
Yeah,
out,
network, mingle.
Yeah.
We like to tell a bit of a story. So this time we're having our Business After Hours at Distant Brewery.
Okay.
They had a Business After Hours about 3.5 years ago. So, and I think they were relatively new then.
Right.
But we're combining this one, so they're teaming up with systems process people.
Okay, who is system process people?
System process people, they're also a member, and their co-founder is Kerry Peterson. She's also on our board.
Oh, okay.
And they deal with systems and processes and people.
I love it. Great breakdown.
Right, yes.
No,
yeah.
seriously.
Yeah, so they help.
It's
they
all
help,
in their name.
Yeah, they help you with, I think they help with HR stuff.
That is awesome.
Web stuff, social media, and also with the people stuff, I'm not quite sure.
Yeah.
And how she worked with, Kerry and her team worked with Distant, because Distant's always been a great brewery. You've been there?
No.
You
I
haven't?
don't drink anymore, but
Okay.
But I might come to this just to see everything.
Okay, yeah. So they're always thriving as a brewery.
Yeah.
But they wanted to have their online sales take off.
Yeah.
So that's where they teamed up with systems process people. And through them, their online sales just rocketed.
Really?
And they really
Wow.
helped. It wasn't like Kerry and her team came in and said, okay, we're going to take over, because
Right.
Kirk and Kate Wallace from Distant Brewing, they wanted to still keep a hands-on
Right.
vibing thing. So they trained them, I guess, in some ways.
Okay.
So we're going to have
Cool.
this Business After Hours. They're going to tell a little bit about the story.
Okay.
Which is fun,
Okay.
And then I'm in a great place to hang out,
Yeah.
catch up with people, and that'll be on.
I've seen pictures of it. It really looks like a
Yeah.
really cool environment.
Yeah, we're doing that on Tuesday, February the 25th,
Okay.
from 5 to 7 p.m.
But you won't kick people right out at 7 if they
No,
want to stick
oh,
around and
no.
mingle longer?
No. It's one of those places where you can, right?
Yeah,
you can stay there and have
exactly.
something to eat, or
Cool.
Yeah,
Distant Brewing in Mammoth Lakes, free for chamber members, I see.
Yep, and a $15 charge for non-members.
Yeah, so anybody can come.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Now, when they get there, are they need to pay for the drinks, of course?
Well, we're still working that out. We'll
Okay.
probably have, because usually with the Business After Hours, who's ever hosting it offers some drinks.
Okay.
And some appetizers.
Yeah, you got that. You said it right.
With Distant, because they are a brewery, so we don't want them to be,
Yeah.
emptying out their kegs.
Yeah,
So we'll probably have a ticket. You'll get a little ticket and you can redeem a drink.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, for the members and also the non-members. So,
Right,
but like
okay.
with all of our events, we encourage people to register. Just gives us, we can do a head count
Okay.
prior and cater for it.
Okay.
So
Sounds good.
Yeah,
And
most-
according to that last event that we learned about a couple weeks ago about on the 12th, you showed everybody how to use the portal so they can register that way.
Yeah. Good call.
Yeah.
Good call. Yeah.
April now.
So we will have some events prior to April. That was February. So,
Okay.
so we're in February, and then there's March. There will be some other events, but maybe we can come back. But I just wanted to give.
I just saw April on the thing. I was like, April.
No, well, it's just a little shout out because
Okay.
this program needs a little more organization. Okay.
We come to this one. We love it.
You do?
Yeah,
Okay.
you do this at the high school, right?
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. So this is the spring job fair and the workshops.
Yeah.
I only started in May of last year, so I wasn't part of this.
It's a great event.
Yeah.
Very well attended.
Yeah. So basically the chamber takes over the school, and on April the 30th is the actual job fair.
Okay.
And businesses come set up little booths and
Yeah.
actually offer jobs to
Yeah.
high school students. They're entry jobs for the summertime.
Yep.
But in the weeks running up to that actual job fair, we're doing workshops one day a week.
Okay.
We're still working out the program for that, but we do need business professionals to come and help out.
Right, and they also,
Volunteer.
one thing that I noticed last year, a lot of the ski shops, snowboard shops and stuff, sign people up that are interested for the fall.
Yeah, that's
so they're
right.
also booking jobs into the fall.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's a really good event to be a part of for any business up there in Mammoth.
Yeah, so what we're doing now is appealing to people if they maybe could keep it on their radar. We'll be doing some more promotion of the event.
Yeah.
But if you're really interested working with youth, high school kids, even if
Yeah.
you're coming from down at Bishop, coming up to Mammoth and helping us with the workshops
Yeah.
in those weeks coming up to the 30th,
Absolutely.
that would be wonderful.
Yeah. Do you have
I-
any,
Sorry?
oh, I was going to say, do you have anything else to share?
Yes.
Or was that cutting you off?
No. I mean, that is a bit of a segue.
Okay.
A segue into
I love
how
working with you. This is
know.
fun.
I know. You're so easy to work with, though.
I just love how fluid we are together. This
Yeah.
is great.
So that's
And fun.
the segue from the job fair is into our sponsorship
Okay.
opportunities.
All right.
Okay. I mean, like everything, the chamber works really hard to put together so many programs, not just for the business community, it's also for the broader community. So apart from our power lunches, which we've talked about, business after hours,
Right.
the chamber organizes one of our big events is the 4th of July parade in
Oh,
Mammoth.
that's right.
And that takes a lot of work.
Sure does.
Yeah, and not only that, it also takes a lot of money. That and our other events that we have. So we've put together a sponsorship opportunities. It's a PDF. It's about maybe 10 pages long.
Okay.
And that talks about all the different opportunities that businesses or individuals can take and give us some sponsorship money. So there's
Okay.
the sponsorship tier, you can be top of the range, and then it filters down.
All the
Even
way
if-
down.
Yeah. So even for the job fair that we were just talking about, we've got some
Sponsorships
sponsorship
for that.
opportunities.
Awesome.
So it's like you giving back to the community, but also your business gets publicity,
Absolutely.
and it really does take a village
Yeah,
to get
it
things
really
done.
does.
So
Yeah, totally
so
understand that
I mean, if
one.
anyone wants to just reach out to us at the chamber at info@mammothLakesChamber.org, and we can send you the PDF,
Okay.
and you can have a look through it, and then we'd like to talk through it with you as well.
Absolutely.
So to me, it's not. I mean, anything that if you can contribute, big or small, makes
Yeah.
a big difference.
And if it's not in your number, I would say reach out anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. So,
Cool.
let me see if there's anything else.
we got our
Oh,
notes on the table.
Yeah.
No
Just-
teleprompter today.
So with that said, I'm just wanted to add that I've been working on updating the website.
Oh,
There's since the time. I mean, you know what? Updating websites takes a long time. Yeah. So I'm doing little bits, little nuggets.
Yeah.
So I would suggest that people to have a look at our website
Regularly.
regularly, once a month. I mean,
Yeah.
unless you're looking at the events, and you can also look
Yeah,
once a
more,
week.
yeah.
Yeah. But also to see what our member benefits are like, the new benefits that we have for 25. Like I said, the strategic goals through this retreat. I think I mentioned that back in our other interview.
Yeah.
You can have a read through of some of the roadmap.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
so,
cool.
So we're trying to deliver, like I said, more.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to definitely take a look at the website because it's been
Okay.
a while. I just get my information from your newsletter.
Yeah.
What if anybody wants your newsletter? What do they do for that?
They have to subscribe.
Okay, how do they do it?
So they can go to our website, which is MammothLakesChamber.org. And if you scroll down on the homepage, down the bottom there, it says, want to stay in the know, and then just click
Okay.
here. And we just send out, it's once a week,
Yeah.
Monday morning around 8:45 a.m. It's got little nuggets of information. I try and keep it short, and if you want to dive deeper, just click the link and
Yeah.
away you go.
Yeah.
So it's got events, our events, members events, interesting information, some business resources, important information, community information, what's happening around town.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you don't have to be from Mammoth to get it. So
No, no, we have people.
It's applicable to even people down here.
Oh yes, no, we have around 800 subscribers, and they are far-reaching as San Diego.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
yeah. We have a lot of people. We had someone who contacted us just the other from last week, because I put in the newsletter about giving support for the LA fires,
Yeah.
and she's down in Malibu.
Wow.
She's with the Palisades Malibu. I think they're called Palibu.
Palibu.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah.
Palibu Chamber
Palibu.
of Commerce. Yeah. So she reached out to us because she saw something in the newsletter.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it's a great source of information.
Well, Gina, I'm really glad to have had you down here and that we could connect.
I know, me too, Jason.
It's been a while.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I
And
look forward to getting back into a regular schedule.
Yeah, no, we should. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask you about your gratitude.
Oh, Eastern
I-
gratitude, good vibes, and yeah.
Do you do only on Facebook?
No, so we have a radio show that we do on Monday mornings, Kat Greenberg and I.
Okay.
And we featured this morning an act of kindness that was put out by Mammoth Hospital. I don't know if you saw that, but Dawn, who went around and searched for a dementia type of husband that the lady lost. She went to the restroom, came back out, he was gone, and she was distressed. So we really talk about people paying it forward or doing the right thing and a good deed. So even if you see somebody that it can be as trivial, you can stay anonymous. If you help somebody jumpstart their car, just call us and say, hey, we jumpstarted so-and-so's car. We just want to share it. We want to get that out there. The good things that people do in this community, or you can stay anonymous, or you can share your name. But I paid for the person's Starbucks behind me. We really want to see those types of things out there, because that's what makes the community.
I totally agree.
So it's all about giving back and paying forward.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
Any other questions on it?
No, that's good.
That's why we started it.
Yeah.
Good vibes.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
So important, and especially with such small communities as well.
Yeah. So we hope to eventually turn it into a podcast and a little bit more where we can invite people in and talk to them about things that they've been able to do to help other people in and throughout the community. But yeah, we're in the beginning phases. So really, really excited about the people that are participating in it and keeping it positive.
Great, yeah. Well, thanks again for having me and
absolutely.
the chamber here.
Thanks for asking me about our good vibes.
Great.
And hopefully we'll see you next month.
Yeah, okay.
I'm Jason Brown. This is Gina van Hest.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Hi, I'm Father Cam Limons, and I am promoting my young adult fantasy fiction novel, Trisundra Reclamation. I'm looking forward to getting this book published and sent out here in the area, and you can help support me by signing up for my author's newsletter at ctlemons.com. That is ctlemons.com for my author's newsletter. And also you can join us for worship at St. Timothy's Anglican Church here in Bishop, California at 10:30, or at Trinity Anglican Church in Lone Pine at 8 a.m. on Sunday. Again, I'm C.T. Lemons. Thank you for your support.
Captain America, we've dedicated our entire lives to serving this country. Adamantium has turned us against each other. We can't let this get into the wrong hands. The country's on the brink of war. Make sure the suit's ready.
Let's go!
How the hell did he just do that?
Really? You must be new.
I bet you break easy. Not that easy. Nobody saw that. You won't walk away alive, Captain, but he will. Captain America: Brave New World. Experience it in IMAX this Friday. Get tickets now.
I'm gonna need the old you, not the realtor.
You want the old me? You got it.
It's about damn time. Let's finish this together.